Hi there, I'm Casey Christensen coming to you live from West Kelowna, BC. It's a little warm here. It actually was a really warm day, and then we had a mix of different things. We had thunder showers and lightning and all kinds of, we had a little bit of everything today. So it's been an interesting day to say the least. Today I want to show you the Global Desgin Project. Now this is what it looks like when you see it on the internet. And this Global Desgin Project today entails using 3 different colors: Tahitian Tide, Daffodil Delight, and Parakeet Party. And other than that, you can do whatever you like. You don't have any other rules or restrictions, which is kind of fun. So we're just going to wing it here. And I did this card earlier today. I just felt like popping on. I'm really having to work hard at the balance between working and doing my card stuff. I love doing my card stuff, but I'm working quite a bit now. I got a job, and so now I'm working quite a bit. So it's kind of cutting into my happy time here, but I'm trying to fit it in where I can. So I was on earlier this afternoon, and I did this one card. So I've got my Daffodil Delight, my Parakeet Party, and my Tahitian Tide, and I made this pretty birthday card. So tonight, I thought I would do something a little bit different. I'm going to use the Hello Beautiful stamp set and dies. These are great. These dies are really fun, and I'm going to use some of these hexagon shapes. And let's start with my card base. Now I'm sort of deciding. I think I'm going to do a turquoise card base. So let's just cut myself a 5.5 by 8.5, and then we'll score that at 4.25. I'm really enjoying doing these Global Desgin cards. I've seen them before. That one's got a dent in it. I'm going to do this one instead. I've seen them before, but I haven't really gotten too much into participating. But it's actually kind of fun to see what other people do and to do something. And of course, you can post your card as well. All right, so there's my card base. So my next layer, I'm going to do my green polka dots. I'm going to go right to that layer. And so this is going to be layer 1 on my chart here that I have. My chart is located on the Stampin' with Casey Instagram page. If you scroll down there, you'll see a chart giving all you the different card base sizes and the layers. And I use that quite a bit. I use that layer business quite a bit to sort out the measurements of my cards. So this should be 4 by 5.25. And there we go. So I've already used 2 of my colors, and I'm just going to put that right there. I like the dot side. I like the dot side because it's a darker green. I like the side as well, but I like the darker aspect of the polka dot side. So we're just going to put this right down on the card. Okay. Oh, I picked up the wrong one again. Okay, it's this one. That's okay, Kim. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you both. No such thing as late. Get here when you get here, right? No rules. No rules. I'm just happy to be getting some time. I've just been working so much, and then today I wasn't working today, but I had to do a safety course. So that was tons of fun. Tons of fun. All right, so there's the beginnings of my card. As I mentioned, we're working on the Global Desgin Project. I did this card this afternoon. I'll show you. I did this card this afternoon, so I am using the required colors. The Global Desgin Project this time, it's number 349, and all it requires is that you use 3 colors. So Daffodil Delight, Parakeet Party, and Tahitian Tide. And anything else you want to do is totally up to you. That's all we're kind of required to do to play. So I am using the 3 colors. I also am totally nuts about this dots and die emboss or die cut, so I want to use that again. So what I'm going to do is get myself a piece of white, and I do want to use a good sized chunk of it, so let's just go there. And let me just turn around here and put this on my big cutter. Got it all set up so I don't have to leave you for too long. Okay. This is really fun when it cuts, because you can hear it really crackling along. It makes a really neat crackling sound because of all the little holes. Look at all those. I've been saving these, by the way. I don't know if I'll ever use them, but I'm just saving them because you know what? In a shaker card or something, these are perfectly round little circles of paper. And so I'm sort of thinking in the back of my mind they might be handy to have for a shaker card or something like that. So I've been kind of keeping them just because why not? You know, I might use them, or I might just fill this little bin right up to the top and then throw them out, which is what I usually end up doing. But, you know, hang on to them for a little while and see if anything inspires you. Okay, so now I have my piece here of, see, isn't that the coolest? I really, really love this. Now this always looks better if it's bumped up. For some, I've used it before where I've put it right down on, it's just not the same. When it's bumped up, inside these little circles, it creates little shadows, and it just makes all the difference in the world. So, let's see. I'm still kind of working on where I want to go with this. So let's start by, no, I better use this one. Let's start by, I'm going to cut here right down the center of these circles so I get kind of a postage stamp edge. I'll show you what I mean. See this edge here? I like this little edge here with the little scallops. You could, there is room to cut down the center too so that you're not getting that scallopy business, but I happen to want that. So now we're going to cut this one off. Bear with me, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this yet. Okay, and we're going to cut this one at this point. Okay. And now, I think what I want to do is, let's see how this works out. I'm going to go, there's no way to measure this on the board. What I'm aiming for is 3 equal pieces that will cut through the center of these holes. So I'm just going to line it up there. There's one. Now if I do it again, you'll notice on your board, it's just, in order to line it up in the center of these, on this side you're going to be just barely past the 1 inch mark. So they're slightly larger than an inch, not much. But I do want to have that scallopy look on the edges. So I'm going with this. Okay. Save those bits for something else. And let's see if my mind is deceiving me or if I like what I see here. Yep, I kind of like that. Okay, so now I need some small bits of stickum. And I'm going to use my little edges. Now, where did my black scissors go? I lost them and then I saw them and then I lost them again. There they are. There they are. You know, yeah. So I'm just going to cut some tiny pieces here because I just need some little bits. Not even really the size of a whole standard or a whole small dimensional. So we'll just put some of these on here. And I'm just putting them along the middle, okay? Oh, one of them fell off. Persnickety little things. So when you're doing 3 like this, it's best to start in the middle so that you can get sort of a good distance on either side. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Just bear with me while I get some more of these. Always good to use up these little bits, otherwise they end up in the trash. And there's still some good usable sized pieces of adhesive here, so I don't need quite that many, do I? Sorry, I'm not able. Oh, were you watching the other video? Oh, that's nice, Dorothy. Yes, I'm in my jammies. I'm in my lammy jammies. I am. I did not sleep last night. It was so hot here that I was awake for most of the night. And so today, which is really unusual for me, I had a nap. And then when I got up from my nap, I just thought, you know what? I just wasn't all that comfortable. So I thought, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to put my jammies on and call it a day. And one more. Oh boy, I got stuff stuck here. One more. At least my safety course I got to do at home. So I was at home on my computer to do that. I got paid for 4 hours, which is cool. Nice to work at home a little bit. Not that I've ever had to work at home, but you know, it was just nice to spend a day. Oh, why would that be, Kim? Because of the storm? It's sure stormy here. What a mess. Okay, so there we have those little bits there. I'm going to move the middle one just slightly. It's just not quite centered and that bothers me, so let's get that a little more to center. I think that's better. Okay, that's better. So now we've used up 2 of our colors. So now let's get these out. We're going to use these rectangles. I think we're going to use this size actually. Get out these rectangles, and I'm going to get some turquoise and some yellow. All right. I don't know why my computer's not keeping up with your chat, so. Oh, overcast, yeah. It's just muggy here right now. It's actually just kind of muggy. So, all right, so let's get some washi tape because we're going to want to place this one inside the other. Okay, so just do your best job that you can of lining these up inside each other. I'm not striving for perfection when it comes to things like that, because I find as soon as I strive for perfection, I beat myself up over things, and I'm not going to do that. So here we are. Let's get some cutting plates. You can do this on the little guy today, because that's why I'm using washi tape. So let's cut ourselves one of those. So you can save your center one. You've got your nice center one there. We're not going to use that, but that can go in the Dexter dish. And what we want is this cute little frame here. So there's one, and while I've got these taped together, I think I'll do a green one. Cut this. And then we'll do a yellow one. There's a green one. And you should be able to remove these while keeping your two hexagons taped together. So you should be able to do them all without having to do two. Well, that kind of close enough, close enough. Now I need a bit of yellow. Let's get a bit of yellow here. Daffodil Delight. And we'll do a yellow one. My Ginger, those were collector scissors. They came in a set, and I got into this habit of collecting them, which is ridiculous really, because how many pairs of scissors do we really need? I mean, let's be serious here, but I certainly had a lot. I certainly had a lot because I tended to collect them. So I have several sets, and they come with this size, and then a smaller, similar to this, a small size like this, the same. And they're quite nice, and they're fun to collect, but I kind of stopped doing it because I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to use all these scissors. And frankly, I mean, total honesty here, the Ginger, for what I do, the Gingers are not the most comfortable scissors because they don't have the comfort grip handles. So I thought, why am I collecting these when I'm not really even using them? So, okay. So we got a few little rectangle shapes there. And I think that will be enough of that. I'll just put that there. I did a terrible job of tidying up when I did my live this afternoon, and so I came in to do my live at 7 and forgot what kind of chaos I'm dealing with. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to do, let's see what kind of a sentiment we could do here. Let's see what comes in here. This calls for celebration. You know, I want to use this set because I'm really enjoying the versatility of it. No, not that one. This one, Charming Sentiments. I want to use the Charming Sentiments because I love that you can do such a neat and tidy cutout of the stamp, okay? So we're going to do that for a sentiment. So let's figure out which one we want to do. These are just amazing. I mean, look at these. I don't know if you've seen these before, but I need to explore these because there's so many more things to do than just the sentiments. You got all these different things here, birthday candles and celebration type things, and this cute little thing that just cuts holes across the top like in a notebook. But these great sentiments here, these are just beautiful. These are just beautiful. Let's see what works where. How about wishing you everything wonderful? I do like that. I do like that quite a bit. So let's set that there. Oh. See, that's why I draw around them, so that I'm able to put them back on the sheet the way that they came out. Otherwise, I would never get them back on the sheet. So I'm going to do this in Night of Navy, only because I know from what I was doing earlier today that I didn't care for the light colors of stamping sentiments. I like my sentiments to be a little bit bold. And so I'm going to get myself a piece of, there we go, piece of white here and a block. Yeah, it's really important to draw around them because holy smokes. Otherwise, there's some that you never, if you don't draw around them, like what comes to mind is the cabin dies from last Christmas. If you don't draw around those, there's no way you're getting them stuck back onto their sheet. There's just no way you're going to get them stuck back on there. So, okay, so we're going to use Night of Navy, just because I think the navy looks good. It's not quite as harsh as the black, the Memento, but I think it looks really nice. And I happen to know that it really stamps a nice crisp and clean. It's kind of my go-to. That one and the other in color I like to use for labels is Evening Evergreen, but it's dark green, so I think the navy is going to be better. Okay. Wishing you everything wonderful. That's kind of a neat sentiment. It can be for anything, right? It doesn't have to be a birthday. It can just be anything you want it to be. No, I haven't used this one yet. See that? It's nice and crisp. I haven't used this stamp yet, so I'm going to be sure and get the ink off it immediately, even though it's still going to turn a little pink because of the pink that's in the, because of the colors that are in that navy. It is an instant dye job. It's not coming out. This is going to be pink forever now. But that's okay. That's just the way it works, right? Give it a nice little clean. And there it is. Wishing you everything wonderful. I like that. So now let's get our washi tape. Yeah, because I'm going to do this on the little cutter. So we'll need the washi tape. Every time I pull out, there's a reason why I have so many washi tapes stacked up here. Because every time I pull one out and use it, I lose it until the next time. And that's okay. That's why I have so much of it. Right? Could never have too much. I'm working on taking care of the glare on my, I'm trying to, yeah. I got this new mat, and I really, really like it. It's glass. It's called a media mat, and it's glass. But what I hadn't thought about when I got it was the glare from my lights. So I don't know. I might have to get one of those lights that's a circle. You know, you've seen those lights that are a circle. Yeah, I like a nice, I've seen lots of cards that I like with light colored sentiments, so it's just not me. I like a nice, crisp, dark sentiment. So it's going to be either Night of Navy or Evening Evergreen. Sometimes black, but not as often black. I find the black is a little bit harsh. So not as often the black, but sometimes. It just depends on what the card decides it needs, right? Okay, so let's do this. This Charming Sentiments with the die set, I would say that this is an absolute must-have. I mean, there's no question. This is something you need to have in your stash of things, because these sentiments are brilliant, and the fact that you can cut them out and have such a nice job of what we like to call fussy cutting without having to fussy cut at all. Look at this. Look at that. I could never fussy cut it quite like that. There's not a chance. I just think it's brilliant. Okay, so let's set that aside. I'll have to do my cleaning up later because I just don't want to take the time right now. And let's see what we're getting and if we need something else. I'm not quite sure at the moment. So let's just have a look. I want it to be a fairly simple card. I don't want it to be anything too terribly intense. Okay. So kind of my aim was to have a bit of a simple looking card, kind of like so. Okay, nothing too crazy. Now, I do want to bump those up. So here's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to find my... Okay, bear with me for 1 second. I think I need a new package of minis. I'm still here. I haven't left you. I'm just hunting for some minis. There we go. It's time to open up a new package. Always fun. Always fun to open up a new package, right? And then these, I'm definitely going to have to cut these in half. Unless, now wait a minute. Oh, well that's not a very good new package, is it? How does that work? I guess at some point I must have opened those. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to go along the very edge of this and I'm going to cut these tiny little strips. Because that'll make more sense than having to cut these little dimensionals in half. Right? There we go. Oh, a little bit long. Another one on the bottom, I guess, or that's going to end up being the side, actually. That way I'm just creating little tiny strips without having to go through the fussiness of cutting minis in half. Alright, so there's my first one. Let's get that off of there. And I'm just going to do this one like this. Yeah, see, popping it up makes all the difference in the world. Now this one, know how you want to do this before you do it, right? Because you're going to want to know what you're doing so that you can get the dimensional strips in the right place. So I'm going to want a little one there. I'm just putting the one on there for now. I don't want to put too many on because I don't know where I'm going yet. Okay, and then I will need another one over there to stop it from popping up like that. I'll need to cut some more. There we go. Oh, you get it tomorrow. Good for you. Your free shipping order, Kim? I love free shipping days. It's just the best thing. Makes it totally like a bonus, right? And then this one is going to go like that. It's going to be on these two sides here. I'm going to mark them because as soon as I say them, I won't remember them. You need it there and there. Another little piece. Yeah, Kim, you've got some nice things coming. I saw your... Yes. Oh, they're mailed. Your catalogs are mailed. I mailed them 2 days ago. So it's got to be like, you know, any minute now. And then this one, I'm going to go like that. And then I actually want to snip it right here so that I can put it underneath. See what I did there? I just snipped it there so I could put it underneath. And I think I'll do the same up here. Give it a snip so you can just tuck it underneath the last one. There you go. See that? So they're all kind of intertwined in there. Now, where's my sentiment? Just like that. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's find some. I need dimensionals just on, I think I'm going to primarily put them on this side here. And I'll just use some of these. A little bit there and a little bit there. Yes. Charming sentiments are the best. I just love them. I feel like I want to tuck this under here, can I? No, I can't really. There we go. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? I've used all my colors, as you can see, right? I've used up all my colors, and let's see, we need to have some bling, and I think it requires some colored bling, I'm thinking. So let's look and see what I've got. So I'm thinking of these guys. Oh, let's see if I have another package though, because, okay. Yeah, I think these guys. Well, we may as well use this one up first. Let's see what I've got. Yeah, I imagine you'll get your catalogs tomorrow or the next day because I did send them. There's some good stuff in there. Holy smokes, there's some good stuff in there. We're going to have to use the turquoise ones and the Tahitian Tide. The Tahitian Tide and the Parakeet Party for these. So let's start with, I wish there was a medium. These go from large to small. I'm kind of wishing there was a medium size. Because the small is very small and the large is very large. No, I'm going to go with Parakeet Party. The color's better. The turquoise ones are kind of muted, I feel. That doesn't show up much. All right, rethinking, recalibrating. Better. And I'm just going to use the big ones because I think they look better on here. cute, right? And then, of course, we need something inside, don't we? We need to have something inside. So what have I got here? I think my deckled rectangles, they seem to always be my go-to because they're cute, but also they are different. So it's not like just cutting a square to put inside there. It's nice that it's got a little more character. Just a little more character. So what size should we use? Maybe this one. Yeah, I think I'll use that one today. So let's get a piece. And I'm just going to flip around and use my big cutter for this one. Hi Karen, nice to see you. We're playing with Global Desgin Project today. Okay. I got my inside piece. Now let's have a look at this stamp set. And was there anything I can do inside? Not really. There isn't really anything suitable for inside the card. I mean, there's little shapes and things like that, but I'm not sure that's going to work out for what I'm doing. No, I'm not going to put anything on the inside of this one. Okay, let's get the tape gun, which is buried underneath my stuff. I'm really messy tonight. My workspace is really a mess tonight. Nice to see you, Karen. Okay, this is our deckled rectangle. It's just got a little more character than just cutting a square and putting it inside, right? Or cutting a rectangle and putting it inside. So there you have it. So let's get my, if I can unbury it. Well, I don't know what I did with it now. Here it is. So let's look at this again. It's a small picture, but this is the Global Desgin Project, okay? So just look it up on the internet. If you put it in your search engine, it will come up. And these are the requirements today. This is Global Desgin Project number 349, and those are the only requirements. So we're not following a format or a template. We're just, oh yeah, you're going to love those. You're going to love those, Dorothy. We're just following the program here is only to use 3 of the colors. So you can use the ink colors, you can use the paper, any of the papers, you can use your designer series paper. We're just working with those 3 colors today. So I did one earlier today. I was feeling lonely this afternoon, so I thought I'd pop on. So I did this one earlier today using the sending. I'm supposed to know all these names of things, but I don't have that committed and it's buried right now. Sending Smiles. Using Sending Smiles, I did this cute one. I forgot to put one inside, but I will. So I did this cute one using the 3 colors. A little bit of rhinestones, and again, using these charming sentiments. I cannot say enough about these charming sentiments. They're an absolute must-have. When you can take a sentiment and then do a fussy cut that tight around it, I mean, that's just a little slice of heaven right there for me, because I cannot fussy cut quite like that. So I'm really, really jazzed about these sentiments. So there are my 2 cards, and this one's already posted with the video. I will go ahead and post this one with the video. I'm not feeling really happy with these blings. I think they're a little too light in color. Is there something else I could have done? Let me look. They might just be a little too light in color. Or maybe I should have done the rhinestones, because I'm finding those little things a little bit on the dull side. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. What are these? Those are not the right colors. That might be it. I could use these. I think I want to use these. Yeah, I'm taking those off. I'm taking these guys off. Take them off carefully. They can sometimes take a little paper with them when you take them off. So I'm just going to take them off. I'm going to put them there for now, so they're not completely lost. I just think they're a little dull. If they'd have been the brighter turquoise, I'd have been happy with them. But because they're muted down from the Tahitian Tide color, I'm not crazy about them. So I'm going to use these flowers instead because I think they're cute. And I think it will look better. These are the fun flower resin shapes. I ordered a bunch more of these because I wasn't sure. I always order just one of things until I decide whether I like them or not. But I guess I must like them because I used that package up so fast. So our choices are, yeah, we're going to go with the green ones. Okay. Because they'll look real nice on this white paper. So there's one. Whoop. Yep, I like that. I do. There's the second one. And the third one was up there. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so there you have it. There's my 2 cards for Global Design Project number 349. And I hope you enjoyed that. It was nice to see you. I love the flowers. It was nice to see you again. Tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow I'm working from 2 until 7. So that kind of puts out my, or knocks out my 4 o'clock live. But I'll see if I can get on sometime during the day. You will get a notification if you're following me. You'll get a notification. And so if you can stop by and visit me, that's fine. If not, as you know, I'm just gonna tape it and put it up on my page for you to look at later. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Yes, page 38, current catalog. Thanks, Karen. Hope you have a lovely evening, and I will catch up with you maybe tomorrow. Bye for now.